We're at the Farriers today. We have to stand outside so that we don't get too near anybody while the horses are looked after.
Oh yeah, that's fine. Fine then. Well, my hands have never been so clean. They haven't actually, they're really good. Boy, I know you've got me brave today. You've got to do it all by yourself. Haven't you, eh? Hey. Boy.
Follow, stand.
Wait.
Follow!
Stand still.
I'm glad the weather's better anyway.
Exactly, it is. Oh, the weather's nice. Changing situation daily.
Is essential. You've got to have your horse's feet looked after, like you have to have it looked after vets and stuff.
You know, we've been very closely watching the guidelines and very much on the individual, really, on the onus on them. So what we're basically doing is every horse has got a slot, and then so we've been this morning to do one that. So this horse, the horse we done this morning, that it's a very easy move with shoe if it's not shod regular. It's had a lot of problems with a lot of different farriers. We've been through. I think she said that the record, it's a thoroughbred, so it can't go barefoot. And the record is she had 12 shoes off in 11 days.
Oh no.
Touch wood, we had one off in about 9 months, but when it loses a shoe on, it's really sore, so it needs doing very regular. So basically, it's on a big livery yard, and the problem is that with our job you have to trust that the people are honest and they're well. So on a big livery yard, it's too much risk, so we just go out. We went out at 7 because everyone's in bed, and then they leave hot water out with the time slot. Horse is there, turn up, wash our hands, disinfect, shoot the horse, do your hands, do the invoice, do your hands after you've touched the door and that, and then we move on. So we've got a little bit of routine work today, and lots we've put off, but there is routine. We need to essential stuff that can't last, you know. Laminating, stuff like that. One's like him that he travels a long way, so if we don't do it before a lockdown comes, then which potentially could come, then he's going to suffer, isn't he, you know? Boy. It is worrying times because we're not used to any, but everyone's just got to do their bit. That's the most important. Safety is the key. I think all customers, the think I've turned grumpy overnight because I'm like, no, you have to not be there, ideally not be there.
Yeah.
I prefer that to even a safe distance, so we're just...
Yeah.
Makes it hard to organise, but at the end of the day, a lot worse people off in the world than we are, so
Yeah.
the boys have been real sensible about it. We just said a minute ago, normally we shoe horses all day, eat our lunch, go in the house, and then we wash our hands for the first ever time. And I've like washed my hands 4 times this morning already. And it's 8:05.
Yeah.
I think it's maybe I said to other farriers, because a lot of farriers are grumpy about it, and so maybe we're being over the top, or you know, wearing gloves to go to shops and masks, but I don't know, I don't think you can be too careful. If the world is shutting everything down to ruin the world economy, it's going to be pretty bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was telling I've just been on the phone to my mum because we're not seeing them, we're just ringing them. But we're lucky now because we can, can't we? We can communicate so easily.
Yes.
So I found an online competition called Forge Wars. So you basically, one person's the judge and they put a shoe and then everyone has to copy that shoe exactly. And then they announce the winner every week.
Oh wow!
So I found that, so I won that last night.
Yeah.
I entered it for the first time last night and won it, so
Oh, brilliant.
found something new. My wife was like, oh my God, you have to find something all the time. But it's good motivation.
Yes.
Yeah.
You have to try and stay motivated.
You do. You have to find jobs to do.
We'll go touch his frogs around, and then I'll come in there and do
Yeah.
you yogi down the house. Which one of you just ring Sarah? Yeah. Just check she can see you're already late.
Apollo. Apollo.
Hello, don't eat that.
Right boy, let's have a look. His back feet looking good. He's lost the odd little bit off,
Yes.
but that's normal. He's lost where the nail holes were.
Yes.
So once we now, as long as he's got enough there we can edge, then we can keep doing the barefoot transition and he'll be fine.
Right.
Looking at his backs, how much they've broke, he probably, going into the summer, probably struggle with our fronts at the moment.
Right. Okay.
60% weight bearing on the front compared to the hind, so
Yeah.
but the time to try him without shoes in front to make the transition would be late, going into winter,
Right. You are. Yes.
is what I would say.
Right.
Wait. Just tap this clip on the zero. Good boy. Boy. Just nip round and swing that box this, you know.
Anything happening with your oil poisoning?
Oh. Well, still investigating at the moment.
Right. Has that come to a bit of a standstill with all this virus? Or?
Yeah, the lady's coming today
Oh, is she? Right.
to have a look. She hasn't been for 10 days. She doesn't want any interaction.
No.
what, we're going to be a very antisocial lot when this is all over.
Yeah.
Boy. Good boy, aren't you brave? But yeah, it seems surreal, the weather, beautiful sunshine,
Yeah.
you know, and then we have this surreal situation going on in the world.
Yeah.
Certainly is a thing that there'll be a lot, in fairness, there'll be a lot of horses going barefoot now.
Well, yeah.
Probably in a way it's easier to manage a barefoot horse because they've obviously got the natural wear that keeps the feet shorter.
Yeah. But some will go lame, won't they?
Some will, yeah, without a doubt. It's a very individual thing, deciding if one can cope without shoes, because they get reliant on shoes. It's different if you've got a horse that's never had shoes, it's never been reliant on it. Right, boy. Good boy. Really? There you go.
Good lad.
Good boy. Good boy. You're a good boy, aren't you?
We just managed to get our skiing in because the week after we came back, they shut Whistler.
Oh. Right. Let's have a look, mate. Round. Good boy. Right, let's have a look at your foot.
So what does it look like to you?
Well, he's starting to develop a good, strong piece of wall. Like, the positive fact is that this part of his foot's not broken off, it's very strong. There's no nails in that area.
Right.
So it shows me that he can hold his wall really strong. He's lost this part here, but this is where the nails were.
Yeah.
So, but it's not too short, but I have to be careful today that I don't make it too short. So I'm going to take some of this little loose out, do the sides of his frog, leave his natural frog, and then we're just going to take these edges off. It's really gentle, because we need to leave him this amount of wall he's got, which is really good for load bearing.
I hope you'll join us in part 2 tomorrow, where we see what Stephen Beene needs to do to Apollo's hind feet to keep his hooves as good as can be during this transition. TTFN.